can.
Okay. Yeah,
You can see it.
but my network is poor now. Okay. Hi everyone, how are you today?
Yay, we're great.
Okay, in today's presentation, I would like to talk about my favorite movie. Eva, do you like to watch movie?
Yes.
I like to watch movie too. I always watch it on the weekend or during my spare time. It makes me feel relaxed and interested because I like to think about the meaning and the performance of actor or an actress in the movie. I love many kind of movie like drama, comedy, and horror movies. Even though I have watched a lot, one of my favorite is what I want to share with you today. Now let's start. First, this is today's agenda. We have introduction, my favorite plot, and the reason why I love this movie, and final is conclusion. My favorite movie is About Time. Does anyone have seen this movie before?
Yes.
Thank you. This movie talks about when the main lead who calls Tim is 20 years old. His father tells him all of men in their family have a special talent that can go back to their memories and change what they want different. So Tim decides to find a girlfriend to make his life better. But things are not as easy as expected. When Tim go back to change something, it will happen something he don't want. In the process of passing through again and again, he has gradually realized how to enjoy and cherish his life. And please take a look at this picture. Tim in this movie, this is the most impressed plot to me. Tim go back to play table tennis with his father, and when his father win this game, he asked Tim what prize does he want. Tim looks lost and asks for a kiss, and his father realized this is the last time they met, because that if to the past and change anything. So they decide to go back when they had once walked on the beach and say goodbye to each other. This is the most difficult decision in Tim's life because he needs to choose his father or his baby. He finally chose his future, and I think he is very brave. To summarize why I love this movie, I think it's just not about romance. It's full of life's meaning, like about love, family, work, and even friends. And the actor and actress are very awesome. When they play their different life stage, you can see a little different in their eyes and behavior. I think it's really a warm and touching movie, so I watched it 3 times. In conclusion, life is full of choices and challenge, and time is limited. Every moment happen in our life is do or get anything what we want. Even like Tim, who has this talent, his time is same as everyone, and he also have the situation like he can change. So all we can do is cherish and enjoy our life in every moment. We can think every day is the last day and it's a normal but unique day. Maybe we don't need change anything because we are living without regret. Just like this world, we are all traveling through time together. Every day of our lives, all we can do is do our best to relish this remarkable ride. So if you have the same talent as Tim, what do you want to change, Eva?
I want to go back to the second year of my college and tell myself, don't eat too much and exercise.
Okay.
Really?
I think you can. You didn't go back to the second year of college, maybe the second year of work or now.
It's not.
Okay, thank you for attending my presentation. If you have any question, I'll be happy to answer them.
Oh, cute. Can you go back to the agenda page? I want to take a look. Eva, remember questions and feedback.
Okay. Okay, let me think.
Well, so here for the agenda, let me see. The reason why I love what? Why I love it? Why I love the movie? Okay, that's something that you can add. So
Okay.
you can, if you're talking about favorite plot, whose favorite plot, right? My favorite plot, right?
Oh, okay.
Right. So if it's like my favorite pet, my favorite animal, right? You would say my. Okay, good. But it's okay to put introduction and the conclusion. It's great. It's very complete what you have today. And just going to talk about a few things. I think I really love that you incorporated what I talked about last week about not just talking about the presentation. I'm looking for more interaction. Okay. Yeah. So there's one way. Okay. So it's because today we're talking to people that you are comfortable with, right? You can be like, hey, Eva, ask me my question, answer my question, right? But if you're talking to a client, right, you can't just pick on them, right? You have to be a more in like an open situation where it's like, if you have any questions, let me know. Or when you stop here, you're like, does anyone have any questions? Right. So I think more practice on, don't treat us as your friends. I think is what we need to practice with is, maybe we're too comfortable, right? So that's why I'm thinking about maybe for next month, the topics are more serious, maybe about the news, maybe about work, maybe about something that you will feel like, oh, it's not just fun, right? Because I think Steffi is already very comfortable with presentation. And I think that your presentation skills in Chinese, I would feel is better because you're more confident with yourself. So a lot of the times it's not about how well you do it. It's, you have to remember, it's how people feel about it, right? A lot of times I would keep on thinking and say, oh, how is it that you want them to feel? Because you want them to pay attention, right? That's why I say ask questions, because they may be doing something and then you ask them something, or suddenly you say something they're interested in, they will listen, right? Why don't people listen? Because it's boring, right? They think it has nothing to do with it. So that's something for you to think about. Not just to be like, hey, answer the question, right? But it's like, have you ever had this experience? Or what's a movie that you've just seen this week? Right? If you know that Eva loves to watch movies, then she must have watched something, right? Like, what's the most recent movie that you've seen? Right? Or if you're talking about love romance movies, right? Do you like romance movies? If someone's like, yes, or like, yeah, then you're like, oh, so what's your favorite movie? Right? So sometimes it's you're trying to lead people, right? Trying to fish them. Think of it as like you're fishing them, right? You're giving them something good, and then you fish, and then you see if they eat the bait. If they eat it, then it's like, oh, okay, I know they like this. Let them eat more, or let them hold on, right? So you want to hold on to them. So that's something I want you to think about, because I want to push you to being more comfortable. It's not just English presentation. This is practicing just presenting in general, right? How to be more confident, what you can do. Some tactics you can even do it in Chinese too, right? You can always ask questions. You can, but it's important to engage, right? You want to have interaction. Okay, Eva, have you finished thinking?
Yes, and I want to ask, so you like the romance movie more than horrible movie, or the other kind of movie?
Actually, any kind of movie I love, but if the movie have no meaning, or just have fun, I just I just watch once. But if it has many meaning, or different plot and surprising content, maybe I will watch many times, because I like to watch it many times, because every time I watch it, I can get different meaning or different feelings.
Okay.
So remember, when we're asking about horror movies, it's not horrible movies. Horror movies.
Horror movie. Okay.
Yeah, so scary movies. Okay. Right. So one good feedback and one negative or improvement. I wouldn't say negative, I would say improvement.
I think the presentation. I think this presentation is very complete and clearful and fluent. And your speaking is very fluent, and you don't have it's very good. And presentation the presentation is very we can focus on what you say. So I think it is very good. You put something like a list or some words only, so we can focus on what you say. And just like what Cindy said, we learned something last week and you use it this time. So I think it is very good. And the improvement is improvement. I need to think about it.
Improvement. Yes, I think that's one of the most important ones I want you guys to think about, because it's not always to give good feedback. Right.
Yes.
Right. So something that she can do next time that can help with her presentation skills. It could be, I think it's really hard to pick because your PowerPoint is just too perfect. I think the PowerPoint is perfect, but I think it's, what do you think about the way she's presenting, right? What do you think about some of the things that she can do?
Because I think her structure is very clearly, and the main thing she want to talk is very clear.
Clear, it's complete, yes. What about talking about interactions, right? When she's did she tell us when we can ask questions?
Yes.
Right. Usually in the beginning, do you want to kind of mention when we want to talk about ask the questions? Can we ask the questions? When can we ask the questions? That's something you can say. Talking about more of what she has described in her PowerPoint and her sharing. Is there something that she can do better? Talking about reasons why she loved these movies, be more specific. What do you think?
I think when she talk about the she is not on she's not only talk about the reason why she loves the movie, she also provide the plot of it, and the plot is why she like the movie. So I think I know the reason and I know the outcome. I think the interaction maybe you it is need to have to ask not only one she asks do you like movies, and I answer yes, and maybe she can more ask, oh, what do you like, or what you watch recently, keep interacting maybe more time.
Okay, good. Okay, Eva, I think that's a very good point. So you're saying that once she asks one question, she throws it out there, and then you're like the fish, right? You caught the bait. She should hold on to you longer, right? It's kind of like you caught the bait and she was like, and then you ran away, or you swam away, right? Because you didn't really eat her bait yet. Okay, so I think that's a really good point. So when you say yes, right, Steffi should just kind of follow along, right? Yeah, so it's a good point that you say. So when the client is answering one question, then you can talk to them more, right? Make them more engaged, make them more interested. Okay, great. Okay, I think it's a good practice, and I know it's very hard in the beginning, but you'll get used to it because you'll be asking questions, from one question, two questions, three questions, to talking about just thinking about how you think it can be better, right? If you don't feel interested about her presentation, you can even say that, like, I wasn't really interested in your presentation, what she can do to make it better. Okay, so this is gonna, maybe this is an easy topic, right? It's gonna get harder, right? If it's more business related, how can she make it interesting to you, right? Kind of like to each client. Okay, great. Okay, do you guys have any questions today? No? Okay.
So we next lesson is presentation, right?
Right. The next lesson will be presentation. I hope to finish that one. If there's anything else about presentation that I want to finish up or give you guys some tips so that in the future, when we keep doing presentations, we will keep on improving, right? Try to follow or to use some of the tips in the presentation. So the next time we're going to have the class is going to be, was it Tuesday or Thursday? Did you say
Tuesday.
Tuesday? Okay. Tuesday 9, right? Okay, so let's
Or Thursday.
Tuesday.